Is there a chance that Cody Rhodes could be forced into turning heel? This is something that has been kind of on my mind recently, given what we have gotten so far from Cody Rhodes versus Randy Orton. So, obviously, in this video, we're going to be taking a look into the feud between Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton and make a decision on if there is a legit possibility that Cody Rhodes could be forced into turning heel. Real quickly, before we get too far ahead in the video, I want to say that if you are a WWE fan, consider subscribing to this YouTube channel. That is all we post is WWE related content. So if you're a WWE fan, again, consider subscribing. It's free. You can always change your mind later. So let's start off by talking about what is currently going on in the Randy Orton Cody Rhodes feud. The real big topic of the Randy Orton Cody Rhodes feud has been the fact that Randy Orton has yet to be booed since turning heel. And I think that this was a worry that we all kind of had when Randy initially turned heel. As great of a heel turn as it was, as good as it is to see Randy Orton really back in his element as the heel in a feud, I feel like this was a real worry, not just on our side, but in WWE's case as well. Again, I've said it many, many times. I'm going to continue to say it, but whether we like to admit it or not, Cody Rhodes is the golden boy of the WWE. He is the white hot babyface that can do no wrong in the eyes of WWE. But we do know that Cody can also play a very, very good heel. Now, don't get me wrong, obviously Cody Rhodes is still incredibly popular. However, I do think we're starting to see a little bit of a shift where people don't necessarily want to see Cody Rhodes being the babyface anymore. And I think it all kind of started in the Drew McIntyre feud. And I know a lot of people had their issues with Drew McIntyre dropping the Undisputed Championship back to Cody Rhodes for what felt like the sake of Cody and Randy's WrestleMania feud. And I feel like WWE was attempting to get the fans kind of more back on Cody's side with Randy's heel turn. However, I don't think that has gone according to plan because since then, it feels like Randy Orton has gotten even more popular than he was before. And this is an issue that I had, and I'm sure a lot of you had as well. At this point of his career, nobody really wants to see Randy Orton turn heel. No one really wants to boo Randy Orton in the first place. And a prime example of that is when Randy Orton was attacking Matt Cardona and getting ready to break his arm, and fans were chanting one more time, one more time. And that's obviously not what WWE was wanting to happen. They were wanting to give some heat to Randy Orton. They were trying to get the fans to boo Randy Orton, and it just hasn't worked. What has happened is Cody Rhodes has started to get booed. And the thing is, Cody Rhodes doesn't even have to be in the building to get booed. Randy Orton could be just cutting a promo by himself, and even the mention of Cody's name issues the boos. And the thing is it's going to get even worse heading into the next episode of Friday Night SmackDown because the next episode of SmackDown just so happens to be in Randy Orton's hometown of St. Louis. And if you think for even a second that that crowd is going to boo Randy Orton and cheer on Cody Rhodes, I'm afraid I've got some bad news. There is a 0.000 chance that Randy is getting booed in St. Louis. Now, we do have this whole mystery phone call thing that appears as though we are going to get that answer on the upcoming episode of Friday Night SmackDown. What that could be, who knows? The speculation as to who is Randy Orton talking to on the phone has been going on for weeks now since we saw Randy initially take that first phone call. But it does appear as though that we are going to get that answer on SmackDown. Now, whether that is going to change absolutely anything, I don't think it will. Now, this is why I'm bringing up this question. Could Cody Rhodes be forced into turning heel? Obviously, it doesn't seem like WWE wants to turn Cody Rhodes heel anytime soon, but they might actually be forced into it. And we do have some examples to kind of pull from, but usually it's when a heel becomes so popular that WWE is forced to turn them into a babyface. But I think it's a little more rare to see the babyface being forced into turning heel. And I just feel like that if they don't do something like this and they go into WrestleMania and they just have Cody Rhodes win, I feel like that could be a very, very bad situation for WWE and a situation that they don't necessarily want to put themselves in. Is having Cody Rhodes not being as popular with the fans as WWE wants them to be. Obviously, Cody is the main guy right now for the company. He is the face of the company right now, whether we care to admit it or not. He is the one doing all the interviews. He is the one doing all the podcasts. He is the one that is doing all these brand deals. And I don't know if WWE is going to want to risk possibly losing all of that. But again, they might be forced into it. Because again, if Cody goes into WrestleMania and beats Randy Orton and retains the Undisputed Championship and stays as that babyface, that could seriously damage him. And we do have examples of babyfaces being pushed in your face to the point where people just don't want to see them anymore. Look at Sami Zayn, look at Jey Uso. Now, I'm not saying that we're going to see the entire fan base turn on Cody Rhodes. But early on, the vast majority people are cheering for Randy Orton. So maybe we get a scenario at WrestleMania where we get that ever elusive double turn. When we see Randy turn back into a babyface and we possibly get that ever elusive Cody Rhodes heel turn. Now, do I see this happening? If I had to put money on it, I'm going to have to go with no. I still just don't see a world where Cody Rhodes turns heel yet. But given what we have gotten, and the fans being all on the side of Randy Orton, Cody Rhodes getting booed even at just the mention of his name, and then we had that promo between him and Stephanie McMahon, where it sounded like Cody was kind of the heel in that story. And if there is someone that could talk a babyface into becoming a heel, it would be Stephanie McMahon. And I want to sit here and think that that segment between Cody and Stephanie is going to have this gigantic payoff, and we are actually going to get the Cody Rhodes heel turn. Considering that Cody sounded so much like a heel in that promo, but we have been there so many times before with Cody where he delivers these heelish sounding promos. And we have seen this time and time again where it just feels like now would be the perfect opportunity to have Cody turn heel. We've seen this story before, and it hasn't happened yet. And I just don't know if it's ever going to happen at this point. I do think that with John Cena turning heel, anybody can turn heel. It's just a matter of whether WWE wants to do it or if they could be forced into doing it. So, this is where I want to hear from you guys. Let me know down below if you think that WWE could actually be forced into turning Cody Rhodes heel. And also let me know if that is something that you would want to see happen. And also let me know what you think is going to happen the rest of the way onto WrestleMania. Again, I feel like WWE is getting very, very close to being pushed into that corner where they have no other option. Given just how popular Randy Orton is right now, and given the fact that the next episode is in Randy Orton's hometown, the fact that the fans have booed Cody Rhodes this entire feud so far, and it's only going to be louder in St. Louis. So as always, let me know your thoughts and opinions down below in the comments section, and while you're down there, swing by the description and click the Linktree link. That is the only link in the description for a reason. That is because it'll take you to all of the social media platforms for this channel. I do strongly suggest going and checking out our X page. Besides YouTube, I am most active over on X. We do updates for Monday Night Raw, Friday Night SmackDown, and the PLEs. And we are also over on Instagram and TikTok. Over there, you can expect clips from these videos, and it's just another place for me to post when I do upload a video on here to YouTube. So if you do enjoy these videos and you're looking for some extra content, again, Linktree link in the description. It'll take you to wherever you want to go. So with all that said and done, that is going to do it for this video here. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did enjoy it, hit the like button. If you really enjoyed it, hit the subscribe button. Again, both are free. Both really help out the channel a lot. And of course, if you have made it to this point of the video, I want to say thank you very, very much for taking the time out of your busy day to watch these videos here because it genuinely does mean the world to me. And as always, stay tuned for more WWE content coming in the future. We'll see you next time.